So, what we have seen in the last lecture? Yes, anyone remember?
Second topic చదువుకున్నాం.
We have started with
Finite apparatus.
apparatus, right? So, what are the framing apparatus? Why it is called apparatus? And then we have seen what they tell you about the curve, right? Geometric interpretation of curve and all these things we have studied. And what are those apparatus? T, N, B. These are the vector quantities, and curvature k and torsion 2 are the scalar one, right? Yes, any doubt about the introduction of the second topic?
No, ma'am.
So, so what we have studied, I will show you in short, and then we'll start with the next one. Okay, and then see, actually, we have started with Freinet apparatus. It is called Freinet also, and we have studied that. Frenetz has been appointed as a professor after completing his thesis in our Frenetz and formulas, right? And why it is called apparatus? Because with the help of this only we are going to see that what is a geometric interpretation of those curve, what is a velocity of the curve, what is turning, what is the rate of turning, what is twisting of the curve, and what is the rate of a twisting of that curve. These all whatever the characteristics of your curve will be described by all these five formulas, and they are described in themselves, right? That I will show you later on. This TNB forms a frame field. This will also we will prove in next lecture or in this lecture. Forms a frame field, and everyone know what is a frame field, and what is k and tau. These are a scalar quantity, and after that I have shown you that we have been provided with the unit speed curve, as we discussed that we are going to see the Freinet apparatus for unit speed as well as for the arbitrary speed curve. Okay, now we have been provided with the unit speed curve. Suppose beta is a curve which is a function from open interval I to E3, and provided that norm of b dash of s is equals to 1, that is it is a unit speed curve, right? And after that I have shown you that t is a nothing but the tangent, and it is the velocity of the curve, that is t is equals to b dash is nothing but your first formula, right? From your given equation, beta का equation आपको दिया होता है ना. We have solved this type of example. We have a given curve beta, and then we have found the velocity. आठवते का?
Yes, ma'am.
We have found the velocity at t equal to 0, at t equal to pi, like this. So here if we have provided with beta, we can find out b dash, and which is nothing but your tangent, and the velocity is nothing but your tangent vector. Okay, I shown you that how it is, velocity is a tangent vector, right? And after that we have found t dash is nothing but beta double dash, right? And then I shown you that what is t dash. If t is a velocity, velocity is nothing but the rate of change, and it is also called as a slope of a tangent. Then what will be t dash? It is a rate of change of a slope of a tangent, right? We have discussed this in the maxima and minima, that how this curve is a concave up, concave down, convex curve. Then how the velocity or the rate of change of a slope of a tangent is able to find out, right? वहाँ पे अगर हम b double dash निकाल रहे हैं, right? Second derivative is nothing but the rate of change of a slope of a tangent, right? So here also t dash is beta double dash, so it will give you rate of change of a tangent vector, that is nothing but your normal. So now we know the one a very important property, because if we are able to find out a normal vector, right? For normal vector we want to find out here. Before that we will find out the curvature k is nothing but norm of t dash. That is, it shows you the scalar quantity or the scalar quantity in which we are able to find out what is a rate of change of a curve. Okay, rate of change of a turning of the curve, right? So here norm of t dash is nothing but your curvature k. We have seen the images also. What is the radius of curvature? That at every point you are able to find out one circle, and that radius is nothing but your radius of curvature. आठवते लास्ट लेक्चर मध्ये एनिमेशन बघितले होते.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
After that we have to find out the unit normal. Okay, for unit normal we know that norm of t is equal to 1. Why norm of t is equal to 1? Because t is nothing but your b dash, and value of b dash is nothing but your 1. Okay, taking norm on both sides, we get the norm of t is equal to 1. Now using the formula of norm, t dot t is equals to 1. Now if I take a differentiation, I will get 2 times t dash is equals to 0. As 2 is non-zero, I can have t into t dash is equals to 0. ये सब हमने देखा है already. Just I am repeating so that you can remember. But we know very important property of a normal and tangent vector, that they are always perpendicular to each other. That dot product is always 0. Right? So here you can say t is common here. So normal should be in the direction of a t dash. Correct? Normal vector should be in the direction of a t dash. So we can say they are scalar multiple of one another, that is t dash is equal to some k times n. Now instead of taking any other scalar, we have considered the k. What is k? Curvature k is a scalar quantity which is nothing but your norm of t dash. Okay? Any doubt up to this one?
No, ma'am.
Okay, now let me write down what is the formula for the normal vector. Normal is equals to t dash upon k. What is the formula for k? Is nothing but norm of t dash. Now what you can find out, norm, if you take a norm on both sides, norm of n will also be equal to 1. These two get cancelled and you get norm of n is also equal to 1. Already we have norm of t is equal to 1, right? And t dot n is equal to 0 because t and n both are always perpendicular to each other, tangent and normal. Okay. Now let us go for the next formulas. Okay, what we have in the next formula, we want to find out now next one, that is a binormal vector. Now what is binormal? Binormal is nothing but t cross n. Okay, now we know that how to find out t cross n. If we are knowing t and n both are known to us, what is t? It is b dash. अगर b का कोई इक्वेशन होगा, b is with some coordinate a cos theta is sin theta, so b dash will also be with like this, and then norm n will also be with some coordinate. So with whatever the coordinates we have, we can write down them in the this format. Here you have u1, u2 and u3. Here you have to write down all the coordinates of t, and here you have to write down all the coordinates of n. Then you can get the value of a binormal vector. Okay, now if we want to find out norm of b, it is nothing but norm of b is norm of t cross n. Yes, can anyone find out what is the answer for this one? It is norm of t into norm of n into sin theta, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we know that what is an angle between T and N?
90.
90
Yes.
degrees.
T
90
and B
degrees.
forms a frame field. This is suppose T, this is N, and this is a binormal vector. So if they are forming a frame field means what? They are having a angle between them is 90 degree. So norm of T, norm of N already हमने prove किया है ना? It is equal to 1. Right, and t dot n is equals to 0. So here you can have angle between them is 90 degrees, sin 90 will be 1, so I can have a value of a norm of b is equal to 1. Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So how we have found the formula for the binormal vector is nothing but t cross n. Okay. Now let us find out the result, that whether they are forming the frame field. Okay, how they are going to form a frame field. Just now we have proved t dot n is equals to 0. Now let me check what is t dot b. Okay, what will be t dot b? t dot b, b का फॉर्मूला क्या है हमारे पास? t and b, b is nothing but t cross n. Okay, yes. Now what will be the formula? This is a b c, right? If you remember, this is what your box product, and if in the box product if any two terms are repeating, then it will be 0. आठवते का?
Yes, ma'am.
So just remember this one, t and b, right? This is what the sequence, first t, then n, then b. Okay, so what is b cross t? It is n. T cross n, it is b. N cross b, it is t. So let me show you how it works. T cross n is nothing but your b, right? Next, you can have n cross b is t. and t cross n is nothing but your b. Already we have written, no? B cross. Okay, next we have b cross t is nothing but your n. Okay, so here you can see with the help of this figure itself you can calculate what are these formulas: p cross n cross b, and b cross t. Now let me show you, as it is a cross product, what will be the value of n cross t?
B.
Okay,
Minus B, ma'am.
yes. A cross B is not equal to B cross A, no? In the cross product. It is not
Yes,
going
ma'am.
to satisfy the cross product one. So here it is minus B. So in this way, you can see for this one, B cross N will be nothing but minus T. In the very similar way, here you can also. Now let me check what is the value of T and B is already done. Now let me check for B dot N. Okay, what is the formula for B? It is T cross N dot N. Again here two terms are repeating in the box product. After the box product A, B, C. It is nothing but
Yes, ma'am.
dot B cross C. So we know that in the box product, if at least one is repeating, at least one vector, because your box product is nothing but your this determinant. A means what? Whatever the vectors of A, whatever the coordinates of A1, A2, A3. Right here it will be B1, B2, B3. C means with C1, C2, C3. So if at least one of them is repeating means what? Two rows are repeating for a single determinant. अगर दो रो आपके determinant में repeat हो रहे हैं इसका मतलब क्या होगा? Determinant का value 0 आएगा, right? A dot B cross C. So here also we get it is n dot. Here we have two terms are repeating, so we can have the value is 0. Now what we remains to check is Tn. Oh, okay. So we check Tn, Tb and Bn. Okay. So we got the result that what we got the result, norm of T is equal to 1 and norm of B is also equal to 1, as well as we have proved norm of N is equal to 1, and we get T dot N dot B and B dot T all are equal to 0. This is nothing but your property of the forming the frame field. Right? E1, E2, E3 is said to form a frame field if they satisfy the condition. What is the condition? Ei dot Ej is equal to delta Ij, that is equal to 1 for I equal to j, and it is for I not equal to j, it is 0. So here also you can see this property satisfied, that is E1 dot E1 will be 1, all others are 0. Now here also norm of T, norm of B, norm of N is equal to 1 and the dot product is 0. That's why we call this forms a frame field, and this T and B are forming a frame field, and they are, that's why we can say the norm is equal to 1 and the dot product with any other will be equal to 0, and these are a vector quantity. Now one may have a question, what will be the torsion and how we have to find out the value of a torsion vector, because we have found what is k is nothing but norm of t dash. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
now let me show you how to find out the value of your torsion toe. Okay, to find out the value of a torsion toe, what we will do, we have the formula, whatever we have proved just now. All these six formulas. What are these six formula? Norm of T, norm of B, norm of N equal to 1, Tn, Nb and Bt is equals to 0. Okay, so we should use now the formula T dot B is equals to 0, right? So here if we take a derivative, what I get, T dash B as it is, then B dash and T as it is equal to 0. Okay, now we know the formula for T dash. The formula for T dash I have written here, because T dash and N both are in the same direction, right? T dash into T, dot product of these two equal to 0. It means that these two are in the same direction. If these two are in the same direction, then we can write them in a scalar multiple of one another. You can name this as some equation star. T dash is equals to k into n. Okay, here I will substitute the formula for T dash is equals to k into n into b plus b dash into t is equal to 0. But we know that n dot b dot product of b with n is 0. So we get b dash into t is equals to 0. That means we get the formula b dash into t is equals to 0. That is binormal derivative of binormal, and with t it is equals to 0. Now we know that norm of b is equal to 1, which means that b dot b is equal to 1 by the definition of norm.
Yes,
Now
ma'am.
if I take a derivative, it will be 2 times b dash is equal to 0, which means that b into b dash is equal to 0. So what you get from these two formulas, again you can say t as well as n both are parallel vectors or both are in the same direction. Sorry, t and b. Yes or no? Because we have a dot product of b dash with t as well as dot product of b dash with b is 0. B dash is
Yes,
constant.
ma'am.
So we can say t and b both are in the same direction, right? Sorry, b dash. So which means that now we know that this b dash is a vector which is perpendicular to t as well as b dash is a vector perpendicular to b. Okay, we can have b dash is a vector which is perpendicular to, firstly it is perpendicular to t as well as we can say it is perpendicular to b. So what must be a direction of a b dash? ऐसा कौन सा वेक्टर है जो t और b दोनों पे परपेंडिकुलर है?
N.
Correct. So we can have n is a vector which is perpendicular to both t and b. Okay, just now I've shown you what is the resultant here. T and b both they are in a circular motion, right? T and b, and here I have shown you the cross product. So actually T and b forms the frame field, means what? At every point of a vector you can have the vectors. This is what T and b. So here you can see यहाँ पे हमारे पास जो वेक्टर है b dash, it is perpendicular to t as well as b. Okay, at every point we have t and b, right? So which is a vector which is perpendicular to t as well as b? The only vector is a normal vector which is perpendicular to both. So you can say that b dash and n have the same direction. Sorry, we should not consider this one. Sorry for this. B dash and n are in the same direction. So now we can say they are scalar multiple of one another. So b dash is equal to minus 2 into n. Okay. Why minus sign is introduced, I also don't know. Frankly, I am saying I've searched out, but maybe due to the thing that it is related to physics. Torsion is always related to physics, and that's why whenever torsion word comes, it is always in the opposite direction. So maybe the negative sign has been introduced. Here we have seen that b dash and n are both in same direction, or you can say b dash is in the direction of a normal vector. So they must be scalar multiple of one another. So if they are
Yes,
scalar
ma'am.
multiple of one another, you can have the scalar as a toe, and negative sign is introduced because torsion we have studied, it is already counted in the opposite direction. But I don't know exact reason why the negative sign is introduced. So you can have the value of torsion toe. Now you can see the formula for torsion. I can write it as minus b dash upon n. Okay. So you can say b is nothing but a binormal vector. So b dash will be rate of change of a binormal vector. That is, b will tell you the twisting of the curve. Okay, initially we have studied b is a twisting of the curve. So what is b dash? B dash will tell you the rate of change of a twisting of a curve. Okay. Yes, if you are having any doubt, you can ask, because today I am going to stop the lecture at 2 only because I have a next lecture at 2:30. I want to tell you one thing, that on the Wednesday I have two continue lectures. So that's why on the Wednesday we will have a lecture at 1 to 2, and at 2 to 2:30 you will have a break. Instead of 1 to 1:30 you will have a break at 2 to 2:30. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
See, if you're having a doubt related to any points in our Freinet apparatus, you can ask. In the next lecture, we will start with some examples that if you are provided with any curve, you have to find out its tangent, normal, binormal, torsion, and curvature. All the five quantities you have to find out. Okay. Now you can see all this formula. Let me write down all the formulas at one place. Then you can understand that they are described in themselves. इन तीनों चार फॉर्मूला पांच ही पांच जो नंबर्स है पांच जो टर्म है हमारे इनको किसी और की जरूरत नहीं है अगर आपको कर का कुछ फाइंड आउट करना है राइट टी इज नथिंग बट बी डैश टी डैश इज नथिंग नॉर्म ऑफ टी डैश इज नथिंग बट के right n is nothing but find out with the help of t dash is equals to k into n right so n is also find out what is b is nothing but t cross n as they are forming a frame field right what is b dash we have found with the help of a torsion 2 b dash is nothing but minus 2 into n okay so you can see all these formulas are described in themselves so we have to start with the given our curve then find t is b dash find t dash which is a curvature k if you know both of this you can find out t dash uh, sorry we can find out n if you are find out n t and n both are with us then you can find out binormal and if you know binormal differentiate them you get the value of a torsion बरोबर
Yes, ma'am.
फास्ट होतो का सगळ्यांना ओके
Okay, ma'am.
yes any other student having a doubt you can ask while solving the example the idea will be more clear that how it works how it will give turning twisting how the example works and how to calculate t n b tau and k yes any doubt about the theory you can ask otherwise we'll end the lecture because actually I have a lecture once again at 2:30 so online taking two continuous lecture is difficult so for Wednesday we will have a plan you will have a break at 2 instead of having a break at 1 okay everyone note this if I don't remember you should remember me that on Wednesday I have to take a lecture at 1 instead of 1:30
Yes, ma'am.
so what are the Freinet apparatus? These are the apparatus will tell you the turning, twisting, velocity, rate of turning, rate of twisting of the curve with the help of all the five formulas that is tangent, normal, binormal, curvature and torsion. What are TNB? TNB forms a frame field. Just now we have proved that how it forms a frame field because norm of T, norm of N, norm of B is equal to N and the dot product between them is 0. Why the dot product is 0? Because they are having an angle between all these is 90 degree. Okay, in the next lecture I will show you the animation that how TNB forms a frame field and at every point of the curve you can get a TNB and at that time you will come to know that binormal will tell you the turning कैसे binormal आपको turning बताएगा okay In the next lecture, we will start with the example of a helix, in which I will show you at every point of a helix, you can have all these vector quantity that is t and b. B will be outside direction, that is in the 3D space. T and n will work in the such a way that t and n both are perpendicular to each other. Binormal vector will point in a outward direction, so it will tell you the twisting of the curve, and t will tell you the velocity and n will tell you the turning of the curve at every point and I will show you the animation in the next lecture that at every point of the helix you will get how the those curve is turning twisting how that binormal will work okay should I end the lecture now thank you